Alright. I already know the question. You copped the Camaro, but you copped the RS, the V6 instead of the V8. Why'd you do it, Sneak? Alright, man, let's get into it. So, pretty much, you know, when I was I've had this car for a couple years now, about 3 years. This is for anybody that doesn't know, this is a 2011 Camaro RS 2LT Synergy Green. Pretty much when I was in the market for a car, you know, looking for a car to get, I was looking at Camaros, I was looking at Dodge Challengers, I was looking at Dodge Chargers, and I was also looking at Chrysler 300s. Those were at the time like my favorite cars, so I really wanted to get one of the four. You know, that wasn't to say that I was completely ruling out any other cars. I like the Chevy Impalas and stuff like that too, but those were the cars that, you know, if I came across one that I really liked, that those were the types of cars that I wanted. And you know, I just got me a good job fresh out of college, so, and I've been working it for a little bit, so I was secure, I was structured, you know what I mean? I could pretty much get whatever I wanted that was within my price range. Okay, so I had been, you know, checking out different spots for a while. I didn't, you know, do an impulse buy or anything like that. I didn't see something and see this and just hop on it immediately. I checked out a number of dealerships in the area, as well as dealerships in other areas that I don't live. I was checking online, you know what I mean, checking everything like that, man. So I looked for a couple of months. Now what ended up happening was, you know, I was seeing good cars, you know what I mean. I was seeing a good amount of Chrysler 300s and Challengers and Chargers and Camaros. Except at the time I didn't have it in my mind to exactly get a green car. Like I said, green is my favorite color, but I was looking for, you know, I like black cars, silver, gray, you know what I mean, something like that. Maybe white, but I've had a white car before, so I was trying to not get a white car again. So what ended up happening was I went to this dealership and I saw this sexy ass green Camaro sitting right up there in the front on sale. They had a super sale at the time I was looking. This was like December, so, and if anyone doesn't know, if you're looking for cars, November is a great time to start looking. November, December, October, November, and December actually, because when you get around to the end of the year, they're trying to clear cars off their lot to make space for new cars. So they had a great sale going on. They were trying to get some vehicles off their lot so they can make some space for some new incoming vehicles. So I saw this sexy ass green Camaro, and at the time, this is the very first time that I had seen a Camaro this color. And green being my favorite color, my eyes were instantly drawn to it. I was like, damn, that shit is sexy. I loved it. So, you know, I looked at the whole lot, but this, I rolled by and I was just like, damn, that thing is sexy. And I had went on a Sunday when they were closed, because when I'm, like, I take my time, you know, when I'm in the car market to look for a car, I take my time. I don't just roll through, and I don't want somebody rolling up to me, hey man, how you doing? Let me show you that, you know what I mean, bugging me and everything like that. So I'm gonna take my time, I'm gonna see what y'all got, I'm gonna do my research and everything like that. So I took some pictures of the car, you know what I mean, I looked at it, did my own little inspection, make sure, you know, stuff wasn't messed up, paint was looking good and everything like that. Like I said, I did this when they were closed. So I'm like, okay, it's a nice car. I went home, did my research and everything like that, and I ended up going back a couple days later, like during the week. So I went back up there, you know, checking it out some more, and on this same lot, like I said, this is the RS, the V6. right beside this, they had a line of Camaros that they were trying to get, that that they had for sale. This is a 2011. It was varying in years from 2011 up to it had 2012 or 2013, 2014, 2015. It just depends. And so they had some SS's, some V6s up there. Okay. They were close in mileage. I got this car, pretty low miles. So the SS's that they had were similar in mileage. They were different colors. There was one that was white. They had one was like that, I don't know, it's like that dark space gray, charcoal gray color, whatever. I don't know what the actual color name is, but they had one that color, and they had a few black ones, I believe. They had another black RS. So, looking at all of them, my eyes were just drawn to this green car, man. Like I said, my favorite color is green. I couldn't deny it. Couldn't deny myself. And so I'm up there the next day, and I got a car salesman to come help me out, check out the insides of all of them pretty much. So I looked in this one first, you know what I mean? And this is the RS 2LT package. So pretty much everything on the inside is this is their premium package. So all leather seats, the premium Boston audio speakers, heads-up display, the Bluetooth connectivity to play my music, everything like that. And I'm like, okay, I like this. The only thing that I wish that this car had was a sunroof. It doesn't have a sunroof, so I'm like, man. So as I'm looking at the other Camaros that they have, like I said, they had a few SS cars. As I'm looking at those, none of them had premium packages inside. They were pretty much, well, not pretty much, all of the SS Camaros that they had, it was like the inside was just bare bone minimum, you know what I mean? It was all the cloth seats, and a couple of them was manual. I wasn't trying to get a manual car as a daily driver car, you know what I mean? So I took that into account. And they were just colors that, after seeing this green Camaro, I couldn't do it, man. After I seen this color, I was pretty much set in getting a green Camaro. Like, after I seen this, I was like, you know what? That car is me all the way. Anybody that knows me knows that this car is me all the way, you know what I mean? So after seeing it, I just couldn't deny it. Couldn't deny myself. And again, like I said, when I was in the car market, I did my research. So, and even the second day that I went to look at all the cars, I checked out the SS's that they had and all the RS's that they had. I went back home again and did some more research on them. Checked out the horsepower RS versus SS, and I took a picture of all of the prices that they had listed for each car. Well, for me, the price difference between the RS and the SS, they were all on sale. They all had a good sale, but the prices that they had listed were not. I just didn't see the justification for me at the time. And that's not to say that their prices were, stuck firm, because at a dealership, prices is always negotiable. Even if it's on a great sale, you still negotiate to try to get that lower price, that lower deal, which is what I did. Came out with a great price for this car. But for the SS's, man, it was thousands of dollars more. And for me, comparing the pay $4,000 or $5,000 more or $6,000 more in some cases $7,000 more, and for, you know, and get that amount of horsepower, it didn't seem like it was money well spent for me at the time. So I didn't do it. And plus, like I said, I couldn't find, they didn't have any green ones, and I went home and I tried to search for green SS Camaros, and all of the ones that I found were way far away in different states. They were manual, not automatic. And I was like, you know, if I'm gonna pay the amount of money to upgrade and get an SS, then it's gonna have everything I want. It's gonna have the leather seats, it's gonna have a sunroof and everything like that. And I just couldn't find one, you know what I mean? And so I took about another week and a half to keep looking for stuff, to keep checking out other dealerships, and to keep you know, looking online. Maybe something would come up, but nothing did. And ultimately, you know, I had to go with my gut. When I very first saw this car, I rolled by and I was like, that's it, you know what I mean? And it truly was. So I'm completely happy with my purchase. Like I said in the previous video, I bought this car for myself. I didn't buy this car to, you know, roll around and make other people happy. Yeah, man, I got the V8. Yeah, you know what I mean? I bought this car for me. I'm completely happy with the V6. It's got plenty of power for me, you know, over 300 horsepower. I still pretty much dust anybody that, you know, pulls up on me on the light unless they got a, you know, a sports car like a Scat Pack or something like that. And I'm really not out here racing, you know what I mean? I'm not a racer. I don't think I'll ever be. I love myself too much. I'm not gonna put myself in a position that puts my life in danger like that. So, you know, I don't ever see myself pulling up to a light and being a street racer and trying to race some fool, you know what I mean? I drive for my enjoyment and not someone else's. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And, you know, overall, having this car, I've got nothing but love. You know, when I very first got this car, even till today, you know, when I roll through places, and, you know, I keep this car clean, man. You know what I mean? When I roll through places, pretty much everyone's like, man, that's a nice whip, young, you know what I mean? So everyone seems to love the color, everyone seems to love the car. Really haven't got any V6, V8 hate, you know what I mean? Probably because I keep it so fresh, you know what I mean? And if anyone does hate the fact that I got the V6, that's your prerogative, that's cool. But everybody, just go ahead, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below, subscribe to the channel. Got a whole lot of more dope shit coming for y'all. Get in tune with me on social media. My Instagram is sneak_804, Snapchat sneak_804, Twitter sneak_804. So yeah, man, I'm just not really in this to impress anyone, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna pay thousands of dollars more for a car to impress other people when I'm not really gonna use it for that purpose, you know what I mean? I don't go to tracks and put down times on track days, and I'm not gonna be racing people all for light or anything like that, you know what I mean? I buy a sports car for my enjoyment, you know. I get to go fast on the highway. I'm not trying to race people. So in a nutshell, that's why I ended up going with the RS Camaro. I seen this green, I fell in love, and you know, after I seen this car, nothing else compared. You know, having that extra horsepower, to me, it wasn't worth not having this green ass car, because this car is me all the way. Anybody that know me knows that. So you know, if I was able to find a green SS with the specs that I wanted, I may have went with it, you know what I mean? At the time, I would say I may have went with it, but I couldn't find it, and so I decided to hop on this while I had the chance. And like I said, I'm completely happy with my decision. So y'all stay tuned for the next one, man. Sneak_804. Like I said, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit the subscribe button for me down below. Any feedback you want to give me on the video, go ahead, put it down in the comments. You want to show some love, put it down in the comments. If you want to hate on my V6, go ahead, put it down in the comments. It's all good. I don't give a fuck. I'm out, squad.